as South Africa, we have accordingly, together with many other countries in the world, saw fit to refer this whole Israeli government action to the International Criminal Court. We have put through a referral because we believe that war crimes are being committed there. Well, many people around the world are really appalled at what is unfolding in Gaza. And we join many other countries and organizations that is calling upon the ICC to investigate what is happening. And in fact, as we see it unfolding before our own eyes, we can see that a real crime, a war crime, is underway.
Hello, guys. Welcome to the show. We have a lot of stories to cover today. A lot of things have happened within the past 24 hours, and I am here to make sure that you are updated on all those things that have just happened. So let's start with this story from South Africa. The government of Cyril Ramaphosa have taken upon themselves the responsibility to lay a complaint in the ICC against Israel. According to them, what Israel has been doing to the Palestinians in Gaza is unacceptable, and they cannot sit by. The government of Cyril Ramaphosa cannot sit back and watch what is going on and then do nothing. So let's watch this short video, and then when we come back, I shall let you know my take on this whole thing. So let's watch.
Particularly that hospital, Shifa Hospital, and we are completely opposed to what is happening, and we are calling upon the various countries to put pressure on Israel to immediately cease what they are doing. There is a desperate need for a ceasefire now, so that we can save more lives. Innocent lives are being lost, and where the rules of law are no longer being observed, where children are just being killed. Almost half of the 11,000 people who have died in Gaza are children. And this is unprecedented in the history of the world, that children and babies should be exposed to such a dangerous situation where they are taken out of incubators and they die in the most cruel way that we are seeing. So there's a need for the whole world to rise and call upon the Israeli government to cease fire, to stop what is happening, and we want the ICC to investigate, and of course, legal measures then need to be taken at that global level. And of course, the Israeli government has perfected the way in which it does not follow and implement decisions that are taken at the UN, at the Security Council, or in other world forums. And they've become a law unto themselves internationally. And this is totally unacceptable. So we are once again calling for a ceasefire, and we're now saying that there needs to be follow-up by those international agencies that are supposed to ensure that there's a rule of law, there's order in the world. And the ICC is one of those. And the UN Security Council needs to also follow this matter up, because it's completely unacceptable.
South Africa was once an apartheid state, right? So I believe they can sense apartheid being practiced from afar. And that is why they wouldn't stand by and watch Israel get away with what they have been doing in Gaza and in the West Bank. Israel and South Africa had good relations, but that does not stop South Africa from sympathizing with the people of Palestine. South Africa has always stood by with the people of Palestine, and South Africa understood the plight and the sufferings of the people of Palestine. That is why South Africa has taken this decision to cancel all ties with Israel and also to go a step further by laying a complaint in the International Criminal Court. So it's left to see what the court will do. It's left to see how swift the court is. Because I can remember when they issued an arrest warrant for Vladimir Putin for what they say was human rights violations committed by him. I hope that same level of urgency can be applied in the case of Israel. I hope the court will not be one-sided. Because I have made this statement before, right? That many of the people or many of the corrupted leaders or many of the terrible leaders who have been tried by the court and sentenced are mostly from third world countries. You will hardly see a European leader, one of those developed nations in Europe. You hardly see their leader being tried in the International Criminal Court. You hardly see that. Let me put this to you. We all remember the atrocities that Bush and his close ally and friends did in Iraq, and how many Iraqis lost their lives because of a lie that Bush and his friend Dick Cheney cooked up. So tell me, if Joshua Walker Bush, was an African leader who did such a horrific atrocity, can you even imagine where he would have been by now? Do you think that he would still be walking freely? Because I personally do not think so. I think that he would have been put far away. His whole right and freedom would have been taken away from him a long time ago. But because he is Bush and he is the former president of America, then people kind of like swept everything under the rug. Like nothing happened. We didn't see anything. Iraqis died. Oops, sorry. And that is it. That is it. So we hope that people are documenting what is going on in Israel. And if Benjamin Netanyahu and his war council are found guilty of committing any human rights violations in Gaza, they must face the music. They must be brought to book. They must answer for all what they've done. The world is watching. But you guys out there, share your thoughts and opinion with us. What is your take on what South Africa did by laying a complaint in the ICC? Do you think that the ICC would do anything? Do you think that the ICC would even consider this complaint? Do you think that there will be an investigation into really establishing whether or not Israel has committed any human rights violations in Gaza, or everything will just get swept under the rug like as usual? Share their thoughts with us in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, don't forget to like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel, because little bit of good way, like the what you're doing just now, help us a lot, and we shall ever be grateful to you. So thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.